Kendra G. Sometimes she can speak the gospel. Sometimes she speaks womanese. I don't know sometimes. But she sat down with Lisa Belieu to do an exclusive interview talking about her dating show and the success of it. But there was something in the video that really caught my attention. Without further ado, let's get to the video. Fair use, fair use.
What do you wish women knew about men and dating that would save us so much heartache?
I think there's a disconnect on how women approach relationships and what they think they deserve opposed to the man that they're asking for and what he wants. Whether you agree with it or not, they're actually telling you they want somebody that's going to cooperate with them. They want someone that's going to fall in line. They want submissive. They want fit. They want feminine. They're like, listen, fall in line to my plan. I don't have time to argue with you. And that's that. Do you want this position or not? But that doesn't represent every man, right? Because there are some men who truly want a woman that's a teammate. They value her opinion. They know the importance of having a woman that can speak her mind. So what's happening is when a man that you want tells you what's important to him, you get upset. But you have two decisions. You can either A, keep it moving, because that's not who you are, or B, conform to keep the man.
Exactly. You either move on or you fall in line. And see, a lot of women don't understand when you're dealing with a man of a certain status, he has what he wants. He has his pick of the litter. So either you fall in line or you move on. But a lot of women these days, they don't want to do that though. They'll just keep on wishing and wishing and wishing.
People are having a hard time accepting the reality of the person that they want and what they want back. I could teach a third grader how to date. Is a little boy bothering you? He likes you. Is he not bothering you? He doesn't like you. It's literally that simple. The same rules apply, but what changed is the internet. Now we're on a social media stage. So a lot of women want the same guy. What they're failing to accept is this guy that you want that might be successful, attractive, has money. He has the world because now he has a phone. Now men can get a woman without her even being a girlfriend, get wifely privileges, a baby, her showing up for him emotionally, her being there when he wants her to be there, all because she wants him so desperately so. And because he's not seeking potentially marriage, it's like, okay, if you don't want to be here, there's 10,000 other girls who want to be.
Think about it. Think about what she just said. If a man has his pick of the litter, there are 10,000 other women who will be in your position. So, ladies, you can get replaced the next freaking day. I mean, I'm just a messenger. Kendra G said it. I'm reflecting it. I mean, I'm not reflecting. I'm just saying it.
And now the game has gotten reversed. And I really feel like women have lost their control or the power in dating. But you can get it back, but you have to be okay to bet it all. And what I say by that is you only can date healthy to me if you're okay with being single. Because if this doesn't feel good to me, I'm going to leave because it doesn't feel good to me. Doesn't mean you're going to walk out the door and find a better man. You may or you may not. But what you know for sure is you have yourself and you feel good with yourself. Now, to me, that's where we have to get back to, knowing your worth without a man. I don't know where the hell we got to this place where your worth is based on a guy's preference. It is not. It's a lie. I don't care if you're 40 pounds overweight. I don't care if you got 3 kids by 3 men. You are worthy, okay? Your worth is not tied to a man's preference. But now, a man might have a preference, and you...
See, this is where I tend to disagree. I mean, she says, you know, you can be 40 pounds overweight and this and that. There are women out there who are 40 pounds overweight, got 3 kids, and got a man. I understand that. The problem is those women who are 40 pounds overweight and got 3 kids want the same man that a woman who is fit, feminine, and friendly and is a 9 or a 10 want. Everybody's not going to get the same type of man. Women need to understand, if you have certain things that go against you, the man that are in the top 5 to 10% ain't going to want you. Because they're looking at it from a financial standpoint. They're looking at it from, how can you enhance my life? And a lot of women don't understand that.
might not be his preference, but that is okay. On my dating show, men call me and they say, oh, I want a girl who doesn't wear makeup, who don't wear wigs. I'd be like, okay, what else you want? It does not affect, I'm never upset. I'm not offended because guess what? He has the right to his preference. And 9 times out of 10, I don't want him either, right? So we have a match and being unmatched. So I can listen to his preference and not feel insecure because I know who I am. Now, if you are a woman who's insecure, you're going to be offended.
I think sometimes what
Yeah. If you're insecure, you're going to feel offended. I mean, if a man has a preference, if you don't fit that preference, you shouldn't care. I know a ton of women who I may not be their preference, but I don't give a damn. I'm not 6 feet tall. I don't make 200 grand a year. I may not be some women's preferences, but at the end of the day, I don't care. I don't trip. And you shouldn't trip.
ends up happening is you build your self-worth and you meet somebody that you are attracted to or you have a connection with.
Right.
And over time, slowly, the thing that they need, you start to negotiate, you start to give in a little.
Yes.
Before you know it, you blink and a couple of years later, you don't recognize yourself. A couple of years later, you don't have that self-worth anymore. And so how do you make sure in those moments you stay true to your self-worth and don't settle? Because I think we end up lowering the bar because of the lies. So I want to give you a list of lies that I think hold women back, and I'd love for you to help us think through them.
Okay.
So we've been told many times, if you're too independent, then you'll scare him off.
Men want to feel needed. So I will say that men do want to feel needed. So if there's no space for him in your life, that could be a challenge. And they will find a girl that will allow them to feel needed. So I believe in independence. But if there's no space for him, what is he going to do? Like, a real man wants to feel like I have a role within your life. So like, pretend that you can't open the jar. Like, oh baby, can you get that at the top of the shelf? Like, just give him that moment, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, she's right. Like, women need to understand this. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Most men are simple. If a woman tells me, hey baby, can you open this for me or this, I feel needed. Even if you can do it, make us feel needed. And most men they'll be like, hey, I can do it for you. But a lot of women, it's the pride thing. And I be telling women this, y'all pride gonna get you nowhere. Pride falls, man.
That man and be okay with it. Now, if you want the man, conform and be okay with that too. Like, you have a decision. I tell women, treat every guy like he's ugly. And they're like, what does that mean? Because if an ugly guy, you don't really care too much, right? If he calls you, who cares? He doesn't call you, you don't care. He has to do the most to get your attention because you're not really feeling him. What happens is you meet this dream guy and you break all your standards and now you're caught in it. I also hate situationships because situationships, what it does is it gives everything in the person who doesn't want the relationship's favor. Now, 9 times out of 10, it's the guy. Most men will sleep with you. If a man could sleep with you and never have to call you again, he is in heaven.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man. One thing, man, I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. If a man can get it easy, he'll keep you for a minute, but he ain't gonna want you in the long run because this is the thing women need to understand. If you give it to him easy, he knows that you probably gave it to that dude easy, or that dude easy. He knows that. If I get it in the first couple of days, I know you done gave it to Tom, Dick, and Harry the same way. I'm just being honest. But see, a lot of women don't understand that.
He's in heaven. Like, this is great. I can sleep with you. I don't got to show up to your mama's birthday party or the retirement party. I can just have sex with you. I could call you in 2 weeks. You'll be available again. Oh, this is heaven. Stop that, ladies. Stop making those exceptions for those men. And that's why they don't get it together, because they have no reason to. The famous saying, why pay for the milk if the cow's free? You got to understand the mindset of the guy, right? So sometimes I thought about this today because a lot of women say, but where are these men? Where are these men, right? And I'm like, men are everywhere. I got a challenge for every woman watching. Go outside, and today I want you to count how many men, period, you run into. for one full day. I bet you if you're outside in the world, it would be more than 100. Now, every man, he might have been an Uber driver. He might have been a doorman. He might have been the gardener. He might have been the Amazon delivery guy. And a woman will say, yeah, I ran across 100 men, but none of them were their option. These men were virtually invisible because she has her eye on one guy, right? Now, here's the harsh reality. What if you're invisible to that one guy?
See, look at that. Look at her face. Like, that's the thing. Women need to understand. You will run into a ton of men. You'll run into a ton of men every single day. The Uber driver, the UPS driver, the guy that drives the bus, all these guys that could be the perfect man for you, but you want that one particular guy, and that one particular guy got 100 other women just like you, and maybe 80 of them look better than you.
What if you're invisible to the one guy that you want, that he could walk right by you and doesn't even blink an eye? So how much of your life do you want to waste waiting on a man who's not thinking about you? I say not a second. I'm happy if I'm in a relationship. I'm happy if I'm single because I control happiness. A person doesn't give me happiness. I have to show up happy. So I'm just looking for people to add on. If they don't add on, let them go. Let them go as fast as you can, but you have to have self-confidence and you have to be okay with being just with you if it comes down to that. And I think with women, there are a lot of great guys out there, but they might not fit your aesthetic requirements. Like maybe he's not 6 feet. I have women that call my show, he has to be 6 feet. I'm like, okay, well right now your man's invisible. So I think 5'10" is taller than invisible.
Can I?
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I don't understand. I never understood this 6 feet shit. I never understood this man gotta be 6 feet tall. You are 4'10". A man who's 5'6" is taller than you. If you're 5'7", a man who's 5'10" is taller than you. But see, the thing is, this whole 6 foot tall thing got these women just you know what I'm saying? They knock out 80% of the freaking field because they got that one preference. They got that one preference and they think, I'm gonna find that man. No, because you and 30 other women are looking for the same man.
Actually, read you some stats that I pulled. This is fascinating. So 80% of women want to date a man over 6 foot when only 15% of men actually are.
Yeah.
I also have another.
Look at that stat. 80% of women want to date a man that's over 6 feet, but only 15%. You can't make that up. And she pulled that up. And I know for a fact the people that pulled it up for are reliable data. So let's go.
Another stat that to be as appealing as the average 5'10" man, if you're 5'9", you have to make an extra $40,000 per year to make up for that 1 inch in height. If you're 5'4" guy, you have to earn an extra $229,000 a year to be considered equal as a 6 foot man.
Yeah.
Look at that. $220,000? You gotta be kidding me, man. You gotta be freaking kidding me, man. You gotta be kidding me, man. Yo, man, I'm gonna end the video right there. I'm gonna go ahead and leave a link to the original video in the description. But it's your boy Jay. Let me know what you think about Kendra G and what she's saying. Was she right? Was she dropping gems? Was she dropping the gospel? Or was she just being Kendra G? Let me know in the comments. Also, I got a video pinned down at the bottom for your viewing pleasure. So if you want to watch that video as well. Until next time, folks, I'm out.